This was a lucky little cat. It never looked where it was going when it walked because someone always paved the way for it. Even if it fell from a height, there was always a lucky tree to catch it. But the girl was very unlucky. She had never had a lucky day in her whole life. As soon as she got up, the fallen leaves were blown into the room by the wind. When she was about to close the window, she lost her balance and fell on the bed, getting locked in the wardrobe. Her socks were always missing their pairs, and even when she took a bath, she would get locked in the bathroom. The girl used toothpaste to move the mop away, but the doorknob fell off right away. The girl had just spread jam on her bread when it fell on the floor. She wanted to use napkin paper to wipe it up, but she ended up pulling all the napkin paper off. The girl was just about to leave for work when the tire of her bicycle went flat suddenly. She tried to pump air into the tire, but the pump broke right away. Fortunately, the girl came up with a good idea and finally made it to her workplace on time. During work, the girl hung herself on the shelf while organizing goods, and she was very confused when sorting out the tape. She couldn't even write properly. Finally, it was time to leave work. The girl wanted to have dinner, but she found that there were no seats in the restaurant, so she had to sit by the roadside. At that time, a black cat walked up to her. The girl shared half of her bread with the black cat and began to talk to it. Suddenly, the black cat ran away with the bread, and the girl had to say goodbye to it. Then, the girl saw a coin on the ground. She picked it up and put it in her pocket. The next morning, the window in the girl's room closed by itself, and the sock she picked up at random was just the same pair. The girl felt something was not right. She remembered the gold coin from yesterday and decided to do an experiment. The girl held the gold coin in her hand and threw the bread, and it landed with the jam side up. But if she didn't have the gold coin, the bread would fall right on her face. With the gold coin in hand, the girl's work became smooth, and she could quickly arrange the goods neatly. But on this day, the girl accidentally dropped the gold coin into the censor toilet when she was in the restroom. The girl had to reach in from the top to get the gold coin, but at that moment, a drop of sweat fell down. Just like that, the girl's life was back to square one. At this time, she ran into the black cat again. When the black cat learned that the girl had lost the gold coin, it was so angry that it started to speak. The girl was very surprised to hear the black cat talking. She noticed that the pattern on the black cat's collar was the same as that on the gold coin. It turned out that the gold coin belonged to the black cat. The girl wanted to ask the black cat for another coin, but it left quickly.